Hello, folks, and welcome again. Today, we are going to take a look at the Despair Incarnon, which I was quite excited about because seeing the kunai and how interesting that is, well, made me want to check out another thrown weapon, which is the Despair. I'm not going to say it's as good, and I do not think it is, but it is something that actually makes the Despair worth using, if not as good as a lot of other ones. And so I'm kind of mixed about this one, and I kind of just bring it out if I just want to have a little more fun or something different. So let's go over what this actually is. So what it does is it changes this to when you throw them. Now you're throwing multiple projectiles, and then they stick into something and they explode after like a second. They're like kind of little mini lenses, if you will. And at times I can get you in trouble, especially if an enemy is close and you don't realize you're in Incarnon form. They blow up and suddenly you're knocked on your ass. So for the second one, the second evolution, you can go with the Fatal Affliction, which I like this one, so it's more damage per status. Or if you're going full Stalker mode, then you can increase damage by 100% and 30% multi-shot, which is actually really cool. So I'm gonna play around with this one a little more and see if it's a little more viable. As for Evolution 3, you can get a minus zoom, which is You can add projectile speed, which is useful, or the reload speed. So I opted for a reload, but I think either one of these are going to be worth it. The reload speed for me is just better, just kind of keep the flow going. And as far as the Evolution 4, I decided to increase the status, and you could either go for the balanced or you can go with the crit, depending if you have a Riven, which you're going to get a recurring theme from me that I sell Rivens before I find out I could have actually made them useful. Anyway, how I have this build, as you see, is a status weapon. It's already over 100%, so it does quite good on that front. So as far as how it actually performs, I mean, it is better. One thing that is great about it, it's like I think 2 hits on high level enemies, and yeah, it's already ready to go. But it doesn't really fire that fast. That's kind of one of the problem with the Despair, and I'm kind of regretting putting heat on now. But with the deadhead on, you're doing some pretty good damage. But as you can see, this is still relatively slow compared to a lot of other Incarnon weapons. So I'm not even going to go through the rest of them because that's just too painfully long. So let's show what this thing does when you go in the Incarnon form, which one nice thing, as you see, it goes in really fast. So what you're going to notice is that it does like a few projectiles, like in this case 3. I don't know if it goes up with multi-shot, but if you are close, this thing is going to knock you down, knock you back, and now you go through them pretty quick. Now it's back to regular, which good thing is that you can take 2 hits and go right back to it again. But yeah, that's the issue. So if you don't know where some of those landed, then yeah, you're going to be on your ass a lot. So this is kind of a C tier weapon to me. I like it. I wish it was better, because I just don't think it does enough damage. I think the Riven Division is high, which would be pretty nice, but it is pretty slow. This is almost like playing with a freaking Fusili, which I'm not a fan of, but I kind of want to give a comparison, and I just want to show you that as far as thrown weapons, I think there is a better route to go. Which, side note, on the Incarnon form of the Despair, the explosions, it still says it's silent. Why it is, no idea. But I think you're better off going with something else, like especially if you just want a silent weapon and you just want to mow enemies down. You look at spiders, which have a really high disposition. They hit like a freaking truck. I have a high ammo pool. These to me are just so much better. So it's like, to me, getting the Despair is just, if you're just bored and you have nothing else to go for. Now, as far as something to bring out, you know, like on lower level things, you know, it's all right. You can blow some stuff up, you know, and be silent about it, and that's fine. It's just that I think a lot of other thrown weapons are just better, period. So, anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've made a viable Despair build, you know, for the Incarnon, because it's not that I hate it. You know, I kind of like it. I just wish it was a little more useful. Anyway, thanks for watching, and take care.